Do that again.
Well, you got to set me up for it.
Are you ready?
Ooh.
So 101. It's a good show.
Good times, man.
Hi everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to episode 22 of the Ready Set Lag podcast. We are definitely not late on the last episode and or this episode. I would just like to state that you know whose fault this was. Do you know whose fault this was?
Oh, you were asking me?
Yeah. Do you know whose fault this was?
Yours?
Excuse me? No, this was your fault. No, so okay, let's get this out of the way, right? I got addicted again to Hunt Showdown, as everybody knows, one of my all-time favorite games. Been streaming it a lot on my Twitch account. And I can't. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Been having a lot of fun. I forget, why did we not film the last? There was a reason we didn't film the last episode. You had stuff going on. We couldn't film it yesterday.
Yeah, well, like
the last one.
Though. I was like, hey, we recording today? And you're like, nah, like you just, you'd been working a lot.
Yeah.
So you're like, nah, I'm tired. And then the next day rolls by, and I'm like, hey, you ready to record today? And you're like, let me get home, take a shower, see how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even hear from you the rest of the night.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 9.
Yeah.
So.
And then like something else happened, and yesterday, I wanted to do it yesterday, but that one was on me. I had stuff going on. It was not an opportune time for us.
So, we're recording it today. So a day late. We missed a week. Sorry, but we still love you.
Yes, we do. Always.
So on to we're just gonna jump right into the news. Jump right into it. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake reportedly paused indefinitely. So this was actually, we replaced an article we were going to talk about Elon Musk saying that Steam was going to be on inside Teslas, which was cool, right? But this news kind of popped up. And I was not surprised.
Yeah.
I was not surprised by this. I didn't think that the game was going to make it anyways. Or if it did, it was going to be bad. But apparently they showed a part of Knights of the Old Republic, or a slice of the game, to Sony and Lucasfilms, and they hated it.
Yeah, they're just like, this is not where we wanted this to be.
And they fired their their creative director. They fired 2 people.
Yeah, they fired the art director, Brad Prince, and the design director, Jason Miner.
And they got them out, and then now it's paused indefinitely. And if you guys don't know what paused indefinitely means, the game's not coming out.
Well, actually, I think further in this article, they actually mention they're bringing in another company. Hold on, let's see, where is it?
Well, it says, according to reports, Aspyr was targeting a late 2022 release date for the remake, but insiders suggest 2025 was a more realistic target. Okay. However, it is unclear how this project will continue.
Well, right here it says, while Aspyr's future involvement in the project remains unclear, Aspyr's parent company, Embracer, announced
good old Embracer Group
that Saber Interactive would assist on the project, and some Aspyr, I hope we're pronouncing that right, employees believe Saber may take over the project completely. So they are still working behind the scenes, and they're bringing in Saber Interactive to help with the project.
Listen, game companies, just listen to us real quick. Stop doing remakes.
Yeah. Also, stop announcing games too early.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah, because this here is a hype killer.
Yeah.
Like it's so frustrating seeing them make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Like, uh, friggin' Skull and Bones announced like how many years ago now? Like
It was like
4?
E3. Was it 2018?
I want to say, yeah, I want to say 2018. It was just
Yeah.
like yeah, and we're like, oh, a new pirate game, and then all hype has died, and then they released that new gameplay thing, and pretty much everyone I've talked to about it has been super disappointed.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm still gonna play it. I'm not that excited about it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to for
Yeah,
for review.
but stop announcing games. Stop remaking games, and come up with some good ideas. Some good ideas for video games like Hunt Showdown. Great game. Great game.
Yeah, if you like Hunt Showdown, tune into to Extra Large Hot Dog.
That's me, dude, on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm streaming
he's
a lot.
on his journey to become the #1 Hunt streamer.
That's right. That's right. I'm not quite there yet. So this next article, government says video game loot boxes will not be regulated.
Boo.
So the UK government has decided a video game loot box will not be regulated under betting laws, despite it finding a link between them and gambling harms. So if you guys don't know, loot boxes are gambling. 100%.
Yeah.
There's nobody can convince me that getting kids to buy loot boxes in the hopes to get a certain skin or item is not gambling. It is. It's literally gambling. You're spending money, taking a chance on getting something, and you're going to keep buying the loot boxes until you get what you want.
Yeah.
Gambling.
Yeah, that's I mean, honestly, there's not a whole lot to be said. It really is gambling. And I have no idea how the UK government can like look at it and see how it's gambling, and then they're just like, nah.
It says that wait, hold on. Previous game. The video game publishers have been told they must bring in sufficient measures to govern player safety, such as protecting vulnerable adults and fully disclosing the odds of getting certain items from loot boxes.
So, by disclosing the odds, it makes it
less gambling.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how that works, man.
I don't know. I don't know how to convince somebody if they don't already believe that loot boxes are gambling, how you can convince them that, these surprise mechanics are not gambling and they shouldn't be treated just like gambling. I think that first off, I don't think loot boxes should be allowed in any game that's not rated M for mature. And also they should be governed under the same laws as gambling for anything else, because it's like I said, it's the same thing. You're literally putting money into the machine, aka the game, pulling a lever, trying to get the item you want. And then some games allow you to sell the item for real money.
Yeah,
talking about you, CSGO.
I can't think of a single way to like spin it to make it not gambling.
That's because it is.
Yeah, like you can't spin that any other way. So I don't know how the UK government came to that conclusion.
Well, there's no keeping you up to date on the gambling whole thing. Like, it's gambling, and every government in the world should view it as gambling and should be governing it under gambling laws. So here at Ready Set Lag, we don't like that. So suck it, UK government.
Yep.
So on to the next article. This one, we've been talking about this for a while.
Bro, we wanted it a long time ago.
Now we got Ghost of Tsushima. I'm not really worried about it. They missed their chance.
Yeah.
Ubisoft might finally be ready to bring Assassin's Creed to Japan.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima already scratched that itch, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
they
they
missed that train a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm not even if they just confirmed it, I'm not gonna be excited if it is, because there's literally
A
like,
better
there's no
game.
reason yeah, like, there's no reason to get it for the setting that like, I brought this up on, the Right Said Like Twitter account. It would be kinda nice to like, instead of this, if we went to, Constantinople, there was actually, uh, an unidentified Roman assassin that operated there, um like during the 4th century,
Hmm.
and you can you can look him up. He looks dope. So I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. Or go back to Rome, but like ancient Rome.
Yeah, but Ubisoft's not going to do anything cool or anything we like. Uh, so this was in a podcast with Jeff Grubb confirmed that Ubisoft will release an Assassin's Creed game set in Japan. After talking about Assassin's Creed Rift and its Baghdad setting, Grubb claimed that Ubisoft will eventually release an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. This is the part that kills me right here. Additionally, the insider explained that the Japan based Assassin's Creed game will be more like the RPG entries in the series, presumably similar to Assassin's Creed Origin, Odyssey, and Valhalla. That's not what we want.
I would really love to just go back to the old style of Assassin's Creed. Like, don't get me wrong.
Love
Like I've said,
Valhalla.
oh yeah, I enjoy Valhalla, um, but it's not assassin. I want to play as an assassin,
Yes.
and I want to have a connection. Like I want there to be an actual connection to the Assassin's Brotherhood. I want that old school. Like I don't want to ride to ride a horse through just like a lot of empty like plains, like fields. I want a large urban like setting, like one big city
Yeah.
to free run around.
To run around, possibly, great story, like I don't mind as much having like I like linear games, right? But
Mhm.
obviously I don't mind the kind of open world like those sort of RPG elements, right? Like side quests and stuff like that, but I just want to go back to like Assassin's Creed, give me like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood but in Japan, you know?
Yeah, I want like
Well, now I
the
don't care if they do it in Japan.
the past 3
I just
games
Ghost of Tsushima too, baby.
past 3 games have been focusing a lot on like the Isu and all that, which it's fine and everything, but I would like to go back to basics. I want to go back to just like assassins versus Templars.
Mhm.
Um, just take what made the old games good and just improve upon it. That's all. Like that's literally all they had to do. There's
That's
no
not the
reason.
that's not the that's not the formula for video game companies anymore. I don't understand why not,
Yeah,
but
like
that's
one game I like to bring up as an example has always been God of War.
oh yeah.
How it's so different from what it used to be, but it still feels like God of War. Like Assassin's Creed is just unrecognizable at this point. Doesn't even seem like an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, that's what you when I was talking about Valhalla, you were like, yeah, you have to play it, but you have to not think of it as an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, it's a Viking game.
And that's what I did, and I enjoyed the game. It was fun. But yeah, if you're going to use the Assassin's Creed name, make it an assassin.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, Ubisoft. Why is like on Ubisoft Connect, like the store on PC? Why are the games like Origins and Odyssey still $60?
it's because people are still paying that amount of money for them.
There's no way people are still buying Origins for $60. There's absolutely no way.
I don't
Like
know.
maybe Valhalla, and then like I mean Origins has been out how long? Like the only other game I could think of that was sold at full price for a long time was GTA 5, but that was because uh, GTA Online was constantly coming out with updates.
Yeah.
It kept giving the game value, but Origins isn't, and Odyssey are not receiving that value. Valhalla just got like a new expansion, Dawn of Ragnarok. Looks dope. I might actually go ahead and get it. It looks really cool. Um, but yeah, like I don't understand how these games are still $60 on the store.
You know what makes me really, really sad?
What's that, buddy?
It's how Ubisoft legitimately used to be my favorite game company.
Yeah, same for
Like
me. Like
all their titles were my favorite games. Tom Clancy, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry. Like I used to love every game they put out. And good segue into the next article here.
it's like the perfect
Ubisoft
one.
is the most hated gaming company on Twitter, according to a study. So before we get into this article, I had to read this because this is actually so funny. Sony is the most hated global brand in the world, which that I don't necessarily understand. Uber is the most hated brand in the US and the UK. Game Freak has a 100% rate of negative tweets in Canada. Microsoft is the most hated big tech brand in the world. KFC is the most hated fast food brand in the world. Little food for thought right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the most hated brand or the most hated gaming company on Twitter. You know why? Because they suck.
Well, kind of recently, Ubisoft announced that it was like shutting down services for like a ton of their older games, and a lot of people are really upset because it's literally content that they paid for.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's caused like that move caused a lot of gamers to have like a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to Ubisoft.
And also, you got to think about the like the front. What was it called? Tom Clancy, the BR they were trying to make.
Oh yeah, they canceled like a lot of their titles.
Yeah,
dude.
they canceled that. They canceled the Splinter Cell VR, which sucks for me now that I play VR because I was actually looking forward to it at this point.
Which we might go into a more in-depth topic into that topic in the next episode.
But they canceled all that. So Ubisoft being the most hated gaming company on Twitter. The Game Freak one's weird though. Game Freak has a 100% rate of negative tweets in Canada. Why? You guys hate Pokemon?
I have no idea.
I'm very confused on that one. But yeah, like I used to be excited about Ubisoft games anytime that Ubisoft, it was one of those, which you can't do this with any company anymore. There's very few game devs that have my complete trust on a game. There's not any now. It was CD Projekt Red was the last one that had it, and then Cyberpunk came out. While I did enjoy Cyberpunk, it was definitely not up to the level that I expected from a CD Projekt Red game, and it very much let me down. So there's no more companies that when they put out a game, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a good game. Like
Yeah,
we don't even have to think about it. Like let's get that game. It's going to be fun. Ubisoft used to be that way.
yeah, like that level of trust is so hard to come by now.
Yeah, I don't have any trust for any game dev at all now.
Like yeah, with the terrible launch of Cyberpunk, because like I looked at CD Projekt Red as like developers like for the people, you know.
Yeah, like they
Like
cared about their games, they cared about their customers, like they were
consumer. They're very, very consumer friendly. Like I remember opening up The Witcher 3 and they're like, "Hey, here's some extra free DLC for you because we love you."
Yeah, it's like
And
simple stuff like that,
yeah, like it's just, and with that terrible launch of Cyberpunk, which the game is awesome.
The game is really fun. They fixed
Yeah.
I played through the whole game and didn't experience the only bug I think I had was Well, I was waiting on a phone call, and the phone call wouldn't come.
Yeah, I think for me, what happened a lot was, let's see, during a phone call, like the sound would cut out sometimes, and
Hmm.
like when I would use the mantis blades, V's fingernails would come off his hand.
Yes, no, that was just part of the mantis blades,
With,
fingernail blades.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
just floating in front of you. Um, but yeah, nothing like uh too earth shattering. You know, nothing that really bothered me too much. It was annoying and it was immersion breaking, but it wasn't like enough to where I'm just like, wow, I can't play this game. But we played it on PC.
Yeah. We didn't play it on
So,
console.
but yeah, like after that, because you know they knew what state the game was in when they launched it.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. Like I don't blame the devs for that necessarily. I say game devs, but I mean gaming studios that I don't trust anymore.
Yeah.
Because I heard that the devs for Cyberpunk were really upset that it was releasing. Um, but you know that goes back to the people in suits, man. You know.
Um. So yeah, like there's, literally I can't think of any game company right now that I have like I have 100% faith in. Like I still believe that CD Projekt Red will put out like quality content. Maybe From Software.
From Software, that is one.
Yeah, like but yeah, I can't think of any other studio that I have like 100% like faith in where I'm just like I know that this game is going to be good.
Well, you know the title of this podcast episode is going to be "Sucks to be Ubisoft." Um,
Oh, clever.
yeah, I think it's going to go over well.
Proud of that one.
Yep, thank you. Um, yeah, so you know that's all we got for this episode. We will try our very 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 best to not go this long without uploading a video, or uploading a podcast episode. But this is not our full-time job, and as much as I wish it was our full-time job, it is
Maybe one
not.
day,
Maybe one day.
hopefully.
Um, but we have, you know, I work a full-time job, and sometimes I come home and I'm tired and I don't want to record, or I get addicted to video games. Which realistically, though, if there was some reason to not record a podcast episode and it was because I'm addicted to playing video games, I feel like that's not the worst thing, you know?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. If you like the episode, you want to listen to more, go over to www.readysetlag.com. Do not forget to leave us a 5-star rating on whatever podcasting site you're listening on, whether that be Spotify, iTunes, or the million other websites we're on. Head over to the YouTube, Ready Set Lag. We've got some Cuphead videos. We've got all of the episodes of the podcast, and also you can see my face and Nicholas's face if you go over to the YouTube and watch the episodes there.
That's my actual face,
That's
by
his
the way.
actual face on the podcast episode or on the screen. We also clip down. You know, we'll pick some topics that we enjoyed, and we'll kind of clip them down and upload them into little bite-sized pieces, a little easier to watch and listen to.
We're gonna have to get back on our playthrough of Cuphead.
Oh man.
We had so much fun
Oh,
last
I
time.
loved it. It was so good though. Like I love Cuphead. I'm
Yeah.
glad that I suggested that.
Thank you for coming
Yeah.
to me with that. You were just like, "Hey, got an idea." And now we have to finish the game.
I think we should play like Minecraft. But thank you guys so much for listening. Nicholas, anything you got to say?
Thank you so much for listening. Like we said, if you are interested in Hunt Showdown content, check out Extra Large Hot Dog on Twitch.
Hey, that's
Follow
me.
him on Twitter so you know when he's going to be streaming. He's very good at what he does. I'm very proud of him. He's an excellent streamer.
Thank you.
Thank you. I've been subscribed for 20 months now, I think. So really believe in you.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you so much. Like Jared said, if you want to visit any of our social medias, or if you want to
Just go over to the
listen to
website.
the podcast, yeah, check that out. We got more news articles coming. I'm working on one right now,
Ooh.
so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And remember, as always, we love you
I
so
love
much.
you so much. Bye.
Bye.